America. A country that everyone seems to have an opinion on. But what do Americans themselves have to say about their own country? That's what we're finding out today.
We're coming to you live from Provo, Utah at BYU campus, where we're trying to ask the question, get the answer to the question, what do people think of America? What does it mean to you to be an American? And what does America mean to you? Yeah. I'm not so good at this stuff, so we'll just move on and get to the part where we interview people. Hopefully we can find some people. It's looking kind of cold out here today, so, fingers crossed we find some people. If not here, we'll go somewhere else. So. Hi, do you guys want to be in a video? Yeah, we were asking people what America means to them. We just kind of wanted to get a general opinion of the students at BYU. Well, it doesn't matter. It could be anybody. Yeah.
She would be so good at this. She is a fifth grade teacher.
Oh, yeah?
She would be so good.
No, your opinion would be absolutely awesome. We'd absolutely appreciate it. So what does America mean to you? Like, what does it mean? Just kind of talk about the virtues of this. Oh, it's just going to be on YouTube and TikTok and pretty much everywhere.
Okay, say the question again. Sorry.
What does America mean to you?
America means to me that, that's a really deep question. Probably that we're free to choose and we feel safe and,
What does that mean, free to choose? That's a really great answer, by the way. That's like the most thoughtful answer I've heard, like all day.
Free to choose? I think it's free to choose lots of things. Like for me, religion's very important, and I'm grateful that I can choose what religion I want to be, or if I want to be no religion, like people have the power to choose that. Also choosing like careers and schooling, because we're both teachers, and so that's really important that like kids get to go to school and they have a choice.
And they have a choice of what they want to read.
Yeah, and they can read and they can learn and they have the choice to do that. And I think as teachers, like we're really grateful for that because in lots of places people don't get to go to school.
That's very true. The educational system's way different in other countries, and things are a lot more controlled and a little bit more tight. I mean, here you can even homeschool people, right? Like I was homeschooled most of my life, and I feel like it was a benefit to me for sure. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so would you say, what other benefits would you say there are to being American, and what do you think are the good things about America and the bad things, maybe things that you like and maybe things you take for granted or things that sometimes you don't like and things that you wish weren't so much a thing here?
Oh gosh.
I think right now, isn't it? It's like the political climate is so charged that we want to make sure we're always hearing both sides of every topic, even if it's not what you're a fan of. Listen to what someone has to say and just listen.
Right, be able to like have some of that unity and bring people together. You know, I think definitely that's really important, 100%. What about you? What do you think about that?
I agree with that. I think people are very opinionated and they don't always listen to other people's opinions, and I think that creates a toxic environment, and I don't like that people can't just be open to other people's ideas and respectfully disagree. Has to be an argument or a feud of some sort.
Right, I mean, I feel like being able to share ideas like that and kind of come to a compromise is part of what America is about. I mean, Sorry,
yeah, I mean, our whole country was founded on compromise.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And I don't feel like it's as, we're not doing as good of a job now as I feel like they did.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much. What are your names so we can get it for the camera? Do you guys mind sharing them? Okay.
I'm Bailey.
Bailey?
Yep, my name's Bailey.
Okay. This is Bailey.
Shireen.
Shireen. And you guys are both teachers. You're a fifth grade teacher, and what do you teach?
Third, mainly.
Okay, awesome. That's great. Well, thank you guys so much for your opinions. God bless you. Well, that was a great interaction. That was perfect. That's exactly the kind of stuff that we want. So awesome. I actually didn't expect it to go so well. That was really, really good. And I think that their opinions were really well thought out. They're obviously very educated, and they were kind of thinking about, unity and the political tensions. I mean, obviously the political tensions here are so high, they're crazy and people are like always fighting with each other. But yeah, let's see if we can get some more opinions from different people on the campus. What's your name?
Eve.
Eve, nice to meet you, Eve. How old are you?
25.
25, awesome. Okay, so what would you say America means to you? It's a really general question, but we're just asking about what are the values that you think of when you think of America? Or are there things that you like about it, things that you dislike about it? Just give us your general opinion.
Oh, sure. So for me, I think of like freedom of religion. I think of, I really love America. I really love my country. And so But basically, like I said, I think of freedom of religion. I think of like the beautiful landscape and stuff, especially like down here, and like we have southern Utah and places like this. So I just think, and I think of the general cultures, and I really love reading about like the Mayflower and people like that. So I just think of our general history, our general culture, our landscape. There's a lot of beautiful things about America.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I would absolutely also say the Mayflower. And there's such a beautiful, rich history here, especially in Utah. I mean, the people who came here came, fleeing religious persecution and were just trying to make something for themselves. I just think that that's really beautiful. Do you have any other opinions to share? Okay, well, thank you so much, Eve. That was really nice. I do want to be in a video. We're just asking people what they feel like America means to them. Just really general, just give your general opinion about it. We just want to see what people think on BYU and everything. Utah's supposed to be one of the younger states. Do you know that? Like, there's more young people here than pretty much anywhere in the world. So what's your opinion? What does America mean to you? Like, the ideal of America. Like, when you think of, like, the ideal America for you, what do you think of? Also, what's your name?
I'm Hannah.
Hannah, nice to meet you, Hannah. I have a sister named Hannah. That's super cool. I'm Caleb, and this is Sarah. We're just asking people, what they think of America, what it means to them, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between.
I don't know. I guess like ideal America is just, probably sounds cliche, but just like a land of opportunity that there's lots of different things you can do, and like while it's not a perfect place in the least, you still have a lot of. I don't know. I guess you still have a lot of opportunities and things that you can do and have the opportunity to explore that maybe you can't get somewhere else.
Yeah, 100%. I absolutely think so. What are some of the opportunities that you feel like you've had, like growing up here, being raised here? Are you from here, like from Utah?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess trying not to take advantage of the freedom that I do have, but also I've been blessed to be able to go to school. And through school, I've changed my major a lot, but just shows that I have the opportunity to learn.
That's awesome. What are you studying?
Now I'm studying communications.
Okay, awesome. So like radio and like TV. I don't know that much about that, by the way. So.
I work in social media, so a degree to help me do that.
Okay, that's sick. That's super awesome. So you've grown up, bright young woman, gone to college, and now you're studying communications and pursuing a career in social media. That's super awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Hannah, for your answers. Is there anything else you want to share with the people on YouTube before we go?
Please be nice to me.
I think that they will be. Thank you so much. All right. God bless you. Have a great day. What's your name?
My name is Audrey.
Audrey, say again.
Audrey.
Okay, cool. Awesome to meet you, Audrey. Yeah, we just are going around campus, and we were looking at different statistics online and found out that Utah is actually the youngest state. And we just wanted to get the opinion of young adults, who come from here, who are from here. What do Americans think about America? I mean, there's a bunch of videos online that talk about what Europeans think of America, but we want to know what Americans think of the place that they live in themselves. So what does America mean to you? And in an ideal world, if America was more perfect, what do you think that would look like?
I think America means privilege, because I think a lot of places don't really realize how privileged America is. I mean, if you're born here, then you're a very lucky person. I mean, we get a lot of opportunities, and we have access to a lot of things that many other countries do not have access to. So I am grateful to be an American. I'm not saying that America is perfect by any means. We have a lot of issues, but if you're born here, I think it means, to me, privilege.
I actually agree with you on that. I think that that's very true. Definitely. People here, I mean, it's super lucky. You're super lucky if you get born here. And that's part of the reason why people come from all over the world to be here. What in an ideal world, like where America is perfect, what do you envision? Or maybe not America, but the world. Like, what does an ideal world look like to you? Audrey, right?
Yeah, Audrey. I think it's a lot of respect and empathy for other people and where they are. I mean, in a perfect world, there would be no wars, there'd be no contention, but that's obviously not exactly ideal just with right now in our climate and everything. But I think just a lot of, respect and empathy for each other and for people of different skin tones, for people of different cultures, religions, backgrounds. I think if we treat each other like actual human beings, like God's children, then I think that would be a perfect world to me.
Well, thank you so much, Audrey. You're so kind and sweet. I love your answers. And that's definitely, I think that we're all just hoping for a world like that. I mean, right now there's just so much conflict, like even politically here in the United States and outside of the United States, just kind of everywhere. And it makes me really sad personally. And it's nice to see that someone else kind of feels the same way and is looking at the problems and can think about it openly. So thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to share with our viewers before we go?
Love one another.
Love one another. All right. Thank you so much, Audrey. You have a blessed day. That was awesome. What a sweet soul. She was so sweet. I love it. That was awesome. Want to be in video? We're asking people what America means to them. You can be quick. Sarah, I'm trying to keep up. What's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Joseph? Okay.
Yeah. Who are you guys with?
This is like our own thing. This is our independent YouTube channel. We're called Serum Studios. Okay. We're just asking people what America means to them in an ideal world.
Yeah. That's a hard question, you know.
I know.
There are a lot of, it depends on like, okay. I'm trying to think about how to answer your question.
It's all good, man. We caught you like right in the middle of your hustle.
Okay. Let me give you a quick anecdote. I think I had a friend who told me, let's see, she does not feel comfortable about like standing up for the national anthem or like displaying the American flag, and that kind of confused me because I was raised, you know, like you want to be patriotic, you want to like, you know, be supportive of our country. And I expressed that to her. I said, look, when I hear the national anthem, I feel like a sense of pride. And she's like, how can you feel that way? Because like there's so many problems with our country right now. And I said, you know, you're not wrong. Absolutely not wrong. There are a lot of problems with the country. We're really kind of sick as a country, politically speaking. We made a lot of progress, but on the flip side of that, like we are really sick. Point is, when I hear the national anthem, I still feel that sense of pride in my country. It's only like this feeling of like, we can still be, I don't know. It's a sense of like, there's an ideal version of America that exists in my head, and I think we can get there.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking about actually when I came up with the idea for this video. Is I wanted to ask people what their ideal was.
Yeah.
You know, to try to get kind of a general sense of where is kind of the general thought process of young Americans moving. Because, you know, Provo and Orem, Utah, and just Utah in general has the youngest populace in the United States. Like there's more like 18 to 25-year-olds here than pretty much in any other state in the union, you know. So that's kind of why I wanted to ask that question. So in your eyes, what is the ideal America? What do you envision? It could be anything. What does it mean to you?
The ideal America is a place where people are free to express themselves as they want to, free to express their ideas, not without ridicule, you know, not necessarily without ridicule. We got to be able to discuss ideas and discuss opinions and be able to talk to each other about like what we're thinking about and really to have like, there's so many thoughts.
You're all good, bro. You are awesome. You're absolutely on fire. Can I just say that? This guy's absolutely on fire. I love your spirit. Yeah, and your answers are so educated and well thought out.
I appreciate that you guys are out here just asking the question in the first place, you know. I think the ideal form of America looks like something where we can have more interactions like this, where I can see you in person, not necessarily through the screen. You know, don't get me wrong. I love making videos myself and love like posting stuff on the internet, but like
It's definitely a lot of fun.
you got to have that one-on-one human interaction. That's what it comes down to. You got to have more of that. And I think once we can see each other as human beings instead of as like faces on the screen and names and usernames in the comments, when we can do more of that, when we can get back to that, then we can see each other as human beings and have a healthier discourse about everything.
Healthier community.
Yeah,
man.
In every sense.
Wow,
yeah.
that's an awesome answer, man. I really love like that's even better than the last answer I got. Like that's just a whole level up. Thank you so much, Jacob. You have a blessed day. God bless you. Thank you so much for your answers. What's your name, by the way?
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Michelle. Awesome, Michelle. I'm Caleb. This is Sarah. When you think of an ideal America, what do you think of? Like, just what's the first thing in your head?
I would like to think of America as somebody that people can rely on, no matter if it's the people that live there or if it's people that don't live there. Yeah, and I think that an idealized America is something that is more than just an ideal, but it's something that we're all striving for. Yeah, it's something that we're all working actively towards, and I hope that that's something that is something that I would hope that America, we're all striving for that consciousness that that little voice in our head that says like, okay, Jiminy Cricket, I know what's right and I know what's wrong, and we're all striving for what he's saying. Yeah, that's what I hope America will be one day, and actually I hope the whole world will be that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like not just America, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so America-centric, but what we're really talking about is just like the ideals that we feel like America represents. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, freedom, democracy. You know, I mean, there's a reason like that so many people come here. You know that like 70% of the world's population, when they immigrate to here.
Wow,
It's crazy.
that's crazy.
It's nuts. They still do, like to this day, even with all the problems. That
Yeah.
really kind of gets me. I'm like, what?
But I think it makes sense because
Yeah.
everybody's looking for a family, something to belong to that will support them in their dreams. And I think that that's why people come to America, is because they hope for that ideal. And I hope that we can work towards kind of being a little bit more outwardly based, that we can go all help each other realize that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. What are some obstacles you feel like are kind of getting in the way of that? And what are some ways that we can overcome them, like as a nation, as a people, as individuals?
Yeah, I think it's hard because I do think that countries are usually based off of our own individual, how we're deciding how to live our lives best. But there's also a lot of huge mechanisms that have been in place to kind of help us facilitate widespread, freedoms and stuff like that. Anyway, but I do think that it starts individually in our own hearts. And I think the best way is to understand what our boundaries are as individuals and as a country. What are our boundaries, and how do we help other people? How do we stretch beyond those boundaries, and when do we know how to take care of ourselves sometimes, and when do we know how to best take care of others? Yeah, you got to take care of yourself, and then we got to reach out and know when to go and help and support other people.
So sort of starting like a small seed and then sprouting from there, starting from within and sprouting out, just like
yes. Ooh, that's a good way to
scripture.
put it.
Yeah, sprouting out like a bunch of branches.
I do, and I also think it's really good to acknowledge that there's lots of different ways that we could accomplish those things.
Oh, your answers are super awesome.
Oh, why, thank you. And I think that having a dialogue with and open minds to be able to kind of experiment and figure out, okay, they say the most successful people are people that know how to quit very quickly. But I think also successful people are really open-minded and are willing to explore lots of different options. So I think that those are two things that America's not good at. At being more open-minded and having really great dialogue with other people of, different out there ideas, and also knowing when to quit very quickly when things aren't working out.
Right?
Yeah. So I think those two things are things that the United States and America and us as individuals can get a lot better at.
Yeah, same. Me too. That's absolutely awesome. Your answers are awesome. I hope that you don't get sick from this terrible cold rain that we kept you out in.
Yeah.
All right. God bless you, Michelle. Thank you so much for being in our video.
Thank you so much. It's really nice. I liked having this dialogue. Sorry,
Yeah.
my brain is
No,
kind
you're
of
totally
like
good. Actually, your
a
brain
mess
was
today.
perfect.
Oh,
It was
thank
like
you.
making all these connections. It's like a bunch of lightning bolts going off in your head. I was
Oh,
like,
thank
whoa,
you.
that's crazy. Those ideas are awesome. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
God bless. Have a great day. Okay, George, what does America mean to you?
I think America means freedom and prosperity for a lot of people, and it also means
I like your glasses, by the way. They're like
Thank you.
very Harry Potter-esque.
oh, thank
It's
you
awesome.
very much. Thank you very much. I think it also means hope,
Hope.
because there's a country that, like, even though it's super flawed, it has a lot of things that are still going right. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who do not go hungry in America, a lot more than in a lot of other places.
That's very true. All right, well, thank you, George. I don't want to keep you for too long, but I'm Caleb. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Caleb.
Sophie, nice to meet you. I'm Caleb. This is Sarah.
I'm gonna have to keep it pretty short because I'm gonna be late
That's
for
all
class.
good.
But to me, America, especially like New York City, opportunity
Opportunity.
and freedom. Those are the two biggest words I would use to describe America.
What was your name again?
Sophie.
Sophie. Nice to meet you, Sophie.
Nice
Have
to
a
meet
great
you.
day. God
you
bless
as well.
Opportunity. Opportunity. Let's make lots of money, as the Pet Shop Boys say. We're just kind of asking, we wanted to get like a general idea from like young people, because apparently like Utah is like the youngest state like of all 50 states, you know that? There's like more young people here from like 18 to 25 than anywhere else. And we wanted to know, like, in their heads, what do they envision when they think of an ideal America? And what do they like? What do they dislike? Just getting like the general opinions of different people.
I just think of America as a place of freedom and of opportunity. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's...
Is there anything that you feel like you'd criticize about America? Things that you don't like that maybe could be fixed? You know, do you have like a specific vision, like an image that pops in your head when you think of like an ideal free world? Maybe not even just America, but anywhere.
Just a place with peace and a place with like acceptance and love.
Acceptance and love are very important. That's very true. Do you have anything you would criticize? We want to get some critical opinions too, because we've been getting a lot of people saying, "Oh, we love America," and that's great, but we want to hear what people dislike too.
I don't know, honestly.
All right, that's all good, Reese.
I don't know, like.
I don't know. You could think about it for a second. I mean, I don't know if you have to head somewhere, but we got all day.
I don't know. Maybe like just more unity.
Having more unity. Yeah, there is a lot of political tension. A lot of people that we're asking were kind of mentioning the same thing, is that there's not very much unity and people are kind of fighting with each other a lot.
Yeah, totally.
Anything else?
Yeah. No.
All right. Thank you so much, Reese. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. What does America mean to you? Don't worry about it. There's no wrong answers.
I think it means a whole collection of people coming together to make something good. Except right now it's not really all that great, but we can become nicer and kinder to each other. So.
What's something that you would criticize about America, and what do you think is the way to fix it?
Oh, there's many things that I think could be fixed, but I don't know.
You don't know?
There's too many things.
There's a lot of things, I won't lie.
It's a really hard answer to just sum up in one solution, so.
Okay, Sarah. Well, we don't want to keep you from going to work, so have a good one. God bless. I'm Caleb. Thank you. What's your name?
Natalie.
Natalie? Hi, Natalie. I'm Caleb, and this is Sarah. Yeah, we're just going around asking people's opinions, because we learned that 90% of or I think it's more like 70, most of like the youngest people in America live here in Utah. Did you know that? Like people aged 18 to 25. So we just wanted to see what their opinions were, like what they think of the place that they live and what they think it can improve on, give people a voice. So Natalie, what's your, how do you feel about America? In your mind, what does the ideal America look like?
I like the values that America strives for. However, I think there's a lot of work to be done. I think, the idea is that people have equal opportunities and equal rights, but I don't really think we're quite there. So I think in the ideal America, that would be the case.
100%. And is there anything else about America? Because now we're trying to get more critical opinions, because we've got a lot of opinions of what they like. But what about some things you dislike? What are some things about America and about living here that maybe, aren't so fun? And how would you fix them?
Well, I think there's definitely, there's a lot of inequality for different races or different genders or people of different sexualities. So I'm not a big fan of that, and I think we could work on that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a big fan of that either. I definitely think that we could work on treating people more fairly. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Natalie. We just want to get your opinion. God bless you. I'm Caleb, by the way.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right. Have a good one. What's your name?
Kayson Madsen.
Kayson Madsen, nice to meet you.
Hey.
I'm Caleb, this is Sarah. Yeah, okay, so what would you say, if you were to say that there was an ideal vision of America, what it could be, what it is, what's good about it, and what's bad about it, what would you say that is?
I'd say what's good about it is we still have our Constitution, and it's upholding so far. For the most part of it.
Just barely.
There are parts of it that went away, like COVID. COVID bothered me. I'm not gonna lie. When they shut down freedom of religion, when it shut down freedom of religion stuff, and then they just kind of went, "Oh, haha, sorry guys," and then kind of walked off after that, and we just kind of let it happen. That really bothered me, because it's like, what?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was pretty darn crazy.
Yeah, what's bad? Everyone just likes the blame game. In terms of politics, everyone loves the blame game, and no one wants to come together to fix it. So,
would you say that we're more divisive, divided as a country than we used to be?
Oh yeah,
100%.
100%. 100%.
What do you think is the solution to that? Do you think that we just need to have a discussion? Is it just about being open to talking about different ideas, or is it more of an internal issue?
I think it's both. I think we do need to have discussions, but I also think stuff in the government needs to be actually investigated and held accountable. We see all these trials on like the news where people basically admit they're infringing rights or just doing certain things, and then no punishment actually comes of it.
Yeah,
At
right.
least- at
Like
least
all
on
lobbyists
screen,
and stuff like that.
nothing publicly is shown to be done about it. It's just kind of like, hey, this is messed up, but, and then it just
Oh
kinda
well,
leaves.
just
So,
kinda
yeah,
brush it under the
Yeah.
carpet. Yeah, for sure. I definitely think that's pretty bad too. Okay, so in your personal opinion, like if you have a vision of an idealized America where everything, like most of the problems are fixed, or at least a better vision for America, and maybe the world too, what does that look like for you?
what is that? It's a good question. I'd say it's one where, despite politics, we can agree on things that need to be done and get it done, not add in all these stipulations or, okay, we'll agree to do this, but only if you do that. Like,
Right.
if there's something that actually needs to be done that can benefit society, let's actually do it without adding all these stipulations and
Like give me an example of what
side
you're talking
things.
about, like as far as stipulations go. And
Just for like in general, like fixing the economy or in general with like military wise, with involvement and stuff like that.
like involvement, like for instance, I guess in the war in Palestine or the war in Ukraine, like these outside proxy wars that like really have nothing to do with us that we're
Yeah.
getting involved in.
Yeah, like in terms of that, let's just in general, let's help out where we can, but let's also try not to escalate the situation and make it worse. I know that's a hard bar to cross.
No, that's good.
It's real. I know that's a really hard
It is-
line
it is
because like
difficult.
the U.S. doesn't involve themselves. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe the U.S. is doing it." The U.S. involves themselves. They're like, "Oh my gosh, they have nothing to do with
I
this."
know,
So
exactly.
it's a really hard line to cross. But I think actually sitting down with other leaders and being like, "Hey, what do you guys actually need?
Yeah.
What can we do? Not just, oh, here we go, fly in or whatever, do this and then leave. Like, what do you guys need? Okay, we'll see what we can do."
So try to fix more of the root problems and less just kind of take action where we slap a band-aid on the military and all this.
Yeah.
You know, try to actually get in there and solve the problems on the ground level.
Yeah, I also think actually helping our own country first.
Yeah.
I know it sounds selfish, but I can name plenty of other countries that do better,
Yeah.
put themselves first before anyone else.
Okay,
I
true
think
that,
I
true
think
that.
we got to help ourselves, like with homeless rates,
Oh,
with
100%.
just in general. A lot of people are financially struggling right now.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
pretty lucky because I have enough money to go to college and I'm
Yeah.
okay, but I'm okay. But there's plenty of people who aren't, so I think there just needs to be people need help in
Oh, yeah,
general
definitely.
in the States. We need to fix that and then work our way out.
Yeah, that was great. Wow, I really loved hearing your opinion. That was very well thought out. Is there anything else you want to share? I don't know. Any other opinions or any other just general ideas that maybe who knows, maybe someone will see this, like someone in the government, and actually try to take some action.
Before you disagree with someone, educate yourself. Actually learn where they're coming from. Don't just, oh, he doesn't agree with me, let me immediately go against and demonize everything they stand for. Let me see why they have that opinion and let's actually discuss.
Yeah,
and try to
actually
get
talk about
along.
it, right? Get a
And
discussion going.
If we disagree, let's disagree, but let's leave it at that. I disagree with. I have a friend who's not the biggest fan of guns. I'm good with guns.
Yeah.
He's still been my best friend for 10 years.
Okay.
He doesn't like that part about it, but everything else we're still good with.
Yeah, you
And
guys can
I'm
still
not-
be friends,
And I'm
like
not
it's
saying you have to be best friends or even great friends with the person, but you don't immediately have to just hate them, and not even hate them, just immediately despise and disregard them because they differ from you.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great message of unity, Kayson, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to us. We're just going to try to get more opinions. But yeah, thank you. God bless you. Have a blessed day, man.
Yeah, you too. See you guys later.
What's your name?
Melanie.
Melanie. Nice to meet you. So I'm Caleb. This is Sarah. What would you say, like, if you had to come up with, when you're thinking of like the ideal version of America to exist, what do you picture in your head? Like, what comes to mind?
I don't know, I guess further equality, representation for maybe the younger people out there. It just feels like, considering I'm taking a history class and we recently read up on the amendment, and based on the 14th Amendment, I feel like there is no good representation for younger folks out there and more for the adults. And since the younger folks are entering into this world so soon, and like actually putting out their opinions out there and what they think and how they can help. Yeah, I just feel like we probably need more representation for their side.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so you feel like in a way the United States is kind of a little bit ageist, where it's like the people who are older tend to hold a lot more of the power, whereas people who are younger don't really have as much sway.
I guess, I don't know if it's like full on ages, but I guess it's just the difference between generations, how they viewed America and how we're now viewing America, and how these problems are affecting us a whole lot more rather than they had to deal with back then.
So do you feel like as like a younger person and as like younger people in general that we have like a better view on it because we can look at the history and everything and have more of an open mind, as compared to a more biased standpoint that is maybe held by the older generations? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Well, we definitely have a lot of opportunity now thanks to the internet. We can actually look things up more. Recently learning about critical thinking and all the context. You need to get all sides now. So I guess we're kind of encouraged to think more openly about our past and how it affects us now and back then. So I think we have a bit more of an open mind than people that are older than us. But,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so you think that that's kind of spurred on by the internet. So because we have access to so much more information, that makes it easier for us to be able to put together a full picture. Like we have all the context, we can look at all the different sides of the story instead of looking at it from one biased viewpoint. Is that what you're saying?
I say yes.
Yeah.
We essentially just have like a lot of outlets to go to and broaden our horizons.
That's awesome. Wow, that's a really well thought out opinion too. Like we've been asking different people, and we were at BYU and we were asking different people, and I feel like the answers were more the same. But since we've been here at UVU, we've been getting a lot of different kinds of opinions from people. I just think that's really interesting. I don't know. It was just something I noticed. Anyway, thank you so much, Melanie. I'm Caleb, like I said again, and thank you for being a part of our video. Yeah, no problem. We're just going around asking people. So, yeah, God bless you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what's your name?
My name's Cole.
Cole, nice to meet you, Cole. I'm Caleb. This is Sam. So what would you say, like I said, what would you say is your ideal, like if you have a vision of an ideal America, what does that look like? And what are some of the problems we have that we need to tackle? Like just give your opinion on that.
I honestly think that we should start employing and start giving younger people power.
Okay. Oh, that seems to be a common opinion here. I just talked to someone else and they said kind of something very similar, that they feel like that our society is a tiny bit, maybe just like a tiny bit ageist, where that people who are younger aren't really given as many opportunities and things like that. Is that kind of what you're saying?
I don't know if it's necessarily opportunities, but I just think that a different generation is speaking for the younger people, and I think it's better to get opinions from people who are actually experiencing or actually going through the things that we're going through as young people, whereas an 80-year-old is kind of telling us what we need to do and how we need to live our lives. And I don't know, I would appreciate our generation or our voice being heard more, and it doesn't seem like that's happening.
That's cool. Actually, I feel like I was looking into this a while back, and it feels like this is kind of almost a repeat of the 60s. Like the thing that the 60s went through, where there was a lot of younger people and they wanted to be more represented. Like they didn't want to have to go into the Vietnam War. That's why there was that big countercultural movement, right? Like the hippies and everything. So I think that what you're saying is that we're kind of going through a similar time again, where there's kind of a purging of the old ideas and a bringing in of the new.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think, I actually don't really know what I think anymore, but I think it's important for everyone to be heard and for us not to discriminate or add hate. But a lot of times it feels like because there is this contrast from people that are in power, hate gets involved and people get hurt and everyone's mad and it's just not fun sometimes.
So in other words, 25-year-olds, you guys got to start being presidents and, senators and governors and everything. Is that right?
Lower the age.
Lower the age. All right. Yeah, that's a great opinion, man. Anything else you want to share with us before we go? Like, we're just trying to get different opinions here. Anything you want to share? From your perspective, is the ideal vision of America then for it to be a little bit more youth-led, a little bit more led by young adults who are coming up and, are trying to make their place in the world? Is that kind of the idea, or?
No, because I think there's two sides to it, where there's too many old people, but then there's too many young people.
So balance.
It's better to have that's the best word for it. I don't know enough to really have an opinion on it, I think. Or like I haven't done the research that you've done. But
Well,
I
haven't
just
done a lot of research either.
Well, or
Just,
that.
you know.
I don't know. This
We're
isn't
both
really
just
my-
amateurs here.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is amateur hour for sure.
But yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know. I'm just
Sick.
trying to graduate right now.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are. All right. Thank you so much, Cole.
Hey, thank you
Nice
so much.
meeting you. Yeah, I love hearing your opinion. Very educated. Very awesome. All right. You have a great day. Here, what's your name?
My name's James.
James?
My ideal of a young America, I don't know if I really want to share it.
No, it's all good, bro. You can share
I
it.
don't think I want to.
This is just about giving everyone a voice. Like, we're not trying to, like...
No, I feel that. I don't want it to end up somewhere where I'm
No, you're not going to.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right. God bless. Okay, so some people are scared to share their opinions. All right. We're trying to represent people who are young. You know, Utah is the youngest state in the nation. Like, out of everywhere else, it has more 18 to 25-year-olds. So we just want to give people a voice.
Okay.
Yeah, well, so what are your names? Let's go one at a time.
I'm Megan.
Megan.
I'm Joy.
Joy.
Alexis.
Alexis. Okay, guys. So I guess we'll go one at a time again. What would you say is your ideal vision of America? And what do you feel like are the problems facing our country right now? How do you think we can fix them? We want to give you guys a voice, so feel free and comfortable to share your opinions.
I might need a second to think.
All right, that's all good. We'll go on to the next one.
I guess my idea of an ideal America is where everyone feels safe to be together, but we all accept each other's differences and are accepting of each other's cultures, but also respectful of them as well. I think that like a way that we could fix that is to just be kinder to one another rather than pointing out our differences constantly and telling each other why we're so different. We just accept it, you know, and be like, hey, you're different, I'm different, and that's okay, you know?
That's awesome. That's great. That's very heart touching. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of that too. I mean, I think people are starting to react to just how divisionist, I guess, the politics are here, and it just feels like, you know, we can't really have a discussion or be able to come together and have debates without making it like trying to take each other's eyes out, you know?
Super personal. It can never just be about what your thoughts are or like about the problem. It's always personal. And I think that's problematic because it doesn't have to be personal. I don't know. That's just me.
Right. We can you know, agree to disagree without being disagreeable.
Right.
You know, as people say. What about you?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes a lot of people can be like judgmental
Okay.
to you. And I get it. We all have opinions.
Yeah.
But just like Joy said, being more positive about things, looking at life in a whole different way.
Oh, exactly.
In one of our classes, we're actually starting what's called a writer's notebook.
Okay.
And it's opened our eyes because, like, most times you'll just see people as, oh, yeah, it's just, you know, it's our day. But instead, look at the smaller pieces of life. Look at the smallest things because the smallest things are the ones that count.
Okay, so basically you're kind of saying that we have all these little blessings in our lives that we kind of take for granted. And you're saying that maybe instead of like looking at, you know, I mean, there's such a thing as a big picture, but there's also such a thing as being grateful for the little things in life that we have. And you're saying that we need to have an attitude of gratitude, right?
Right.
That's super
correct.
awesome. All right, do you have any thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
ready?
mean, I agree with both of them. I think that a lot of the people today kind of just think, how can I benefit me? How does this benefit me? Instead of like kind of thinking about like helping others too. Like I feel like a lot of our society kind of just focuses on how does doing this benefit me, even though I'm helping someone else? How does it help me, or, you know, do I get a reward for it, or, you know? I feel like we just kind of, like they both said, like be kinder to each other and like realize, you know, that we're not alone in things too.
Man, you guys are like a positivity trio. Just all three of you. 1, 2, 3, punch. Bam, bam, bam. Feel better, guys. All right, get together. All right, thank you so much. What are your names again? One more time.
Megan.
Megan, Lily, right?
Joy.
Joy, and you're a Lily.
Alexis.
Yeah. Oh, Alexis. My bad. I don't know where Lily came from. I just plucked that out of the sky. All right, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for your opinion. Yeah, I'll see you guys around. God bless you. Have a great day. So yeah, we're just going around the campus, and well, we recently learned that Utah has the youngest population of all the states in the nation. It's like has more 18 to 25-year-olds. So we just thought that we would come to some of the college campuses out here and ask the people, you know, who are the young people in America for their opinion, give them a voice online. You know what I'm saying?
On what the ideal America is?
Yeah, on things that like they like about America, things they dislike, what can improve, what's good about it. Like what was good about the vision that started it all? What was bad about it? You know, we just want to hear your opinion.
I guess. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of things, but I guess just everyone needs to be more open-minded. I feel like there's a lot of closed-minded people
That's for sure
in
true.
America, and I just feel like everyone should be more open-minded.
Okay, that's a great opinion. Okay, what about things you like? What do you like about it? What do you like about America? Do you feel like you're free here? Do you feel like maybe other countries you could be freer? What's good about your life here?
I feel like I'm free. I feel like I live a great life.
That's awesome.
And I've been in Washington and Utah.
That's
and I just
nice.
feel like, I don't know, we're very privileged to live here, especially with everything happening in other countries right
Yes.
now. And yeah.
Yes, it's very, very true. Okay, so do you have any other like nitpicks on America, like things that you wish could improve, things that are maybe a little more specific?
Because I stayed up.
Come on, Julia.
I don't know. It's hard to like do it on the spot, especially when I'm like
Oh, it's all good.
dead from this morning.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Classes.
definitely been a long day.
I would say. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you for your opinion, Julia. God bless you and have a great day. Damn, man, I'm loving the jacket. Do you want to be in a video by chance? I don't know if you're busy. You seem like you're on a phone call right now.
I'm putting you on hold.
All right. We were just asking people what their vision of an ideal America is. So just,
Vision of an ideal America.
yeah, what's your name?
I'm JJ.
JJ, okay. I'm Caleb. This is Sarah. Yeah, we've just been going around campus and we learned recently that Utah has the youngest population in the nation. And we just wanted to give a voice to people who are young and coming up, give them a chance to voice their opinions about government, about, you know, the ideals of what makes things in America, you know, great, as some people have said, or not so great. Just want to hear your opinion on it. So you said your name's Michael?
JJ.
JJ. My gosh, my brain is totally fried from interviewing so many people today. All right, I'm so sorry, JJ. Go ahead, give us your opinion.
I'm not much one for politics, but I guess an ideal America is where I can do what I want to do, you can do what you want to do, as long as it doesn't hurt or infringe on me. Keep it how it is, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so kind of like some people say anarchy, but people have this vision of like everything burning and everything. But there's a political structure where there's no government and people just kind of respect each other. And there are certain laws that are just upheld more by the community as a whole rather than by a government that has enforcement. You know what I'm saying? So people, you know, defend each other and themselves. Is that kind of what you're going for, JJ?
Probably not more so for an anarchy type
right.
thing, but I mean, I don't know if you're trying to reword what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
But,
It's just something I think about sometimes. My bad.
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, while our country definitely isn't perfect, I think what we got right now isn't too bad. There's definitely things that need to be worked on, and that's why we try to elect people that we think will do the best for their form of government, regardless of political party or affiliation, just what they think is best for the time and age.
Do you believe that democracy still has a place in America now? Do you think that, you know, with government lobbying by companies and things like that, that elections are still fair? Like, do you feel like it's still like a good system and that we should continue to uphold it?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I like that. That's good. Very, very like kind of down the middle, central, you know. Very good. Okay. Anything else you want to share? Other things you like, other things you dislike? Ways we can improve maybe from an individual level or on a governmental level too?
I mean, I guess I'm not the best example for this, but I say actually understanding, like, digging more into the political figures, not just voting for someone like, oh, you know what, I always vote, we'll take the Republican versus Democrat. I always vote Democrat, so it doesn't matter who the candidate is. Like, focus more on who the specific candidate is and what their standards are, not just based off a political party, understanding more about what they specifically want. I know I'm not the best example because I don't follow politics really at all, but just...
Your hat says writer. You like to write? That's cool. Are you studying to like do like screenplays and stuff? That's cool. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. I taught a writing course a couple of years back.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow, so cool. Well, thank you so much, DJ, for your opinion on that. And yeah, I like what you said about, so your thinking is kind of elections still work. We just need to make sure that we're actually educated about who it is we're voting in. We can't just vote people in blindly. And the problem is that there's so much bipartisanship that we're really just kind of looking past the point.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to share with us before you go?
I'm good, man.
Okay. Thank you so much, JJ. God bless you. That was a great opinion. Very educated and well thought out. Thank you so much for talking with us. You have a great day, man.